In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the software to create your own toolbar that you can put on any of your sites. The toolbar I'm talking about is what you see at the bottom of this site. You'll see that when you click or when you put your mouse over subscribe, you can subscribe to all of these networks. This is going to get you a lot of backlinks as people subscribe to these. This is a good thing for search engines, and it makes it easy for people to do that. They can also share with people on their different accounts as well. Again, giving you more backlinks and more traffic. This is very important for search engine optimization. Here, when you click on this, you can display your fan page. Okay, and here's how it displays right here. Your latest tweets. And it'll show your latest tweets out of your Twitter feed there. This is your video channel from YouTube. So when you click on that, it brings up your video channel. And then the contact me. This can either bring up a form that you can predefine, or it'll bring up, or you can use your own code for that. So this is the type of toolbar we're talking about. Now, notice when we scroll, it stays at the bottom. So it's always handy right there for people. And this thing is totally customizable using the software. So let's get to it now. Here's the software. Now the first thing it's going to do is ask you to pick a background color for your toolbar. So we have blue, black, yellow, and red. Okay, we already see the blue one here. Let's go with black this time. See, this is blue. This is the only one that has the fade effect on it. The rest of them are just plain colors. So back here. Next, do you want scroll bars for overflow or chop the content off? Okay, now down here there's an explanation, but let's go over here. Now, watch what happens when I resize my window. You see how the contact me went off the page? That's because I chose for it to chop it off. Now, if you don't do that, you can have it put scroll bars right here. The only thing is the scroll bars will always show. But that's not a big deal. So if somebody has their screen smaller than what they can see, a pair of scroll bars appears right here, and then they can scroll down. Okay, so you see what it looks like with when it's chopping it off. So let's go with the scroll bars this time. Okay, so that's auto, and it explains down here. If you want scroll bars, you pick the auto option. If you want the content hidden, then you pick hidden. Okay, so we're going to go with auto. Do you want to display the subscribe via RSS icon? Now if we go back here, we can turn on and off the subscribe, the fan page, our latest tweets, and our videos if we want. So you can choose how you want that to work. I'm going to use all of them here. So let's go back. I'm going to say yes. Okay, enter the RSS feed URL to submit. Now if you have this toolbar just on a static site, you could put your blog feed in here if you want, or if your site has a feed, then put the feed to your site in here, whichever you want. I'm going to just put a site feed in here for my blog, and then click next. Do you want us to display the Facebook fan page icon? We'll say yes. Okay, the name of your Facebook fan page. I'm just going to use Mr. Bean's fan page here, but you would normally, of course, use your own. And now you need the URL to the Facebook fan page. So let's go over to Facebook. There's Mr. Bean. Let's copy the URL here and paste it in here. Okay, now you need the Facebook profile ID. Now to find this, what you do is you go to the fan page, and then you go down here to where it says Get Updates via RSS. Click on that, and you'll see up here PHP ID equals, and then there's the string of numbers here, and then there's an ampersand sign. This is the string of numbers that you need to get. So grab that, paste it in here. Click next. Would you like to display the Twitter icon? Yes. Again, remember when you select no, of course, it's going to bypass these. So you just enter your Twitter ID here and click next. Do you want to display a link for your video channel? Yes. Okay, so this is your YouTube channel ID. If you have a YouTube account with videos on it, you automatically have a channel. So just go get your channel ID and put it in here. Click next. Now, here is where you can put any code you want for your email form. You can either put a simple link, like I showed down here. This is a simple link for a mail to link. You could also use something like Fancy Form. If we look here, this is Fancy Form. You can create a form with this quite easily just with a few clicks. The only problem is that it is not that reliable, so I don't suggest you do that. So you can use your own form if you want. If you have one, a form for your help desk or whatever you want. I've left that wide open up to you. So I'm just going to put in my email code in here. I'm going to use the same format that you see down at the bottom here in the description. And click next. Are you ready to generate your toolbar? Create my toolbar. So just navigate to where you want it. I'm going to put it in test toolbar. Now it's creating it for us. Okay, so it's now created it for us, told it where it is. Now what we need to do is upload the code. Okay, so we navigate to where we want to upload it here. This is using FileZilla. On the left side is your computer, on the right side is your server. So you just navigate to where you want to upload it over here. And same with over on the other side here. We're going to upload the test toolbar. We're going to upload the folder we just created here. So test toolbar, let's upload that. Okay, and then we navigate to it on this side. And here are all the files. Now, let's go and bring that up in our browser. Okay, and then we're looking for this PHP file here, test toolbar 21xc.php, that's what it's called. Okay, and there it is on the bottom of the page. Okay, and then you can just make sure that your links work. So if you click on Google, it'll bring up the name of the link there, the name of the feed. Okay, and then share. Same thing if you go to Facebook, for instance, it will connect to Facebook, and then it shows you where the URL you're on right now. Okay, that's correct. Okay, your fan page. There it is showing up. Latest tweets. And there we go. Now, of course, you don't have any recent tweets. Nothing's going to show up there. My videos. And contact me. Okay, and there's the code we put in. So if we had to put in a form code of some sort, it would show up in here as well. It'll put anything in here that you want to use. Now if we click on this, it would bring up our email client. What we need to do now is attach this to the bottom of our website. So to do that, what we need to do is upload this to where our website is that we want to display this. Okay, so we're going to use this website. It's in a directory called Zazzle. Okay, so as you know, there's nothing there now. So what we need to do is navigate to that, which I have done. Here it is over here. Now what we need to do is upload our toolbar files up to there. So let's do that. Okay, and just wait for that to finish. Okay, so that's all uploaded now. What we need to do now is add a line of code into our site file. So what we're going to do is do view edit here. And what we need to do is go to the end of the header section. So it'll be /head. Here it is here. Okay, so what we need to do now is put a PHP include statement in there, and it looks like this. Okay, so I've given you the PHP include statement in a text document, so all you have to do is copy that in here, and it's always going to be this. So just save this now. and then finish editing and upload. Now you can also do this offline, like you can do it in your folders on your computer and then upload it. Okay, now let's go back here and refresh. Okay, and there it is. There is our toolbar at the bottom, and as you see, it's staying where it is. Now, when we click share now, and let's go share to Facebook, for instance. Okay, and as you can see, it's now bringing up the link and the information properly there. Okay, now remember that we used the scroll auto this time. You'll see that the scroll bars were here. Now watch what happens when we resize the browser. Okay, now you see that one disappeared. Now if we use the scroll bar, there it is. Okay, so that's how the scroll bars work. Okay, now something else to keep in mind. This is a PHP program, the program down here, the toolbar. So to include it with your website has to also be a PHP file, because we have to use what's called a PHP include, as I showed you previously. So if you have just a plain index.html or .htm, you can usually just rename that to a .php file if it's a single page. Now if you have a complex set of pages that are all HTML or some other SHTML or whatever they are, you will need to convert them all to PHP for this to work. So you can't put it on a plain HTML page until you turn it into a PHP page first. So you're going to have to do some analysis that way. Make sure that you change everything to PHP and do the proper analysis to make sure you're not going to mess anything up by doing so. Also, when you upload all the files for this toolbar, you have to upload them to your existing site. I've been quite careful to make sure that I haven't named anything that is going to be like what you might already have. For instance, you might already have a CSS directory. You may already have an images directory and icons and so on. I've named those so that they're not going to be common names. So you shouldn't have any issues with duplicates. Now, if you get something that's going to overwrite the first time you upload this, that means it's going to overwrite something you already have there. So you should not do that, because you might ruin something on your site. So be careful about that. I've been pretty careful about naming all these so that you won't have duplicates. Okay, so that's it. That's how you can use the software to create yourself a customized toolbar for your sites.